Here is Grade 7, Module 3, Lesson 3. Our I can statement is I can use a number line to add or subtract rational numbers. And here we have our example problem here. Something to note here is that not all rational numbers will have tick marks. Not rational numbers will have tick marks. As we've seen in previous lessons, sometimes our number lines count by 5s, they count by 1s, they count by 10s, they count by 20s. So be very careful to know as you are moving along your number line what increments your number line is set for. In some cases, you'll just have to use your knowledge of rational numbers to know where the rational number appears on the number line. So for example, here we have 2.5 plus 3 equals 5.5. So we would start halfway in between our 2 and 3 here, because that'll be our 2.5 mark. And then we're going to add 3. So we're going to add 1, 2. So right now I'm at 4.5. 2, and then 3. So now I'm at 5.5. And that is where we land for that addition problem. We now need to use our number line to add negative 3.5 plus 4 1/4. So here are directions. We always start with that initial number. So going on my number line, here's 0. My negative numbers will be hanging out over here to the left. We have -1, -2, -3, and I need just farther than that for -3.5. And now I need to add, so I'm going to the right. I need to add 4 1/4. So let's start by counting. We're adding, so we're going to go to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, we're at 1/2. But we need to add, and that's just adding our 4 here. We still need to add 1/4 extra. So we're going to go 1/4 farther, and our final answer will land on our 3/4. Because we had 1/2 plus 1/4. If you think quarters, this is like 50 cents, and then another 25 cents, be 75 cents, or 3/4 of a dollar. All right, let's try a problem down here. So we have a ball that is falling from the ground. So whenever you're talking about ground or sea level, you start at 0. And it falls into a pit that is 2.5 feet deep. Okay, so it's falling, so that means it's going to go down or go lower on your number line. And then bounces up really high, bounces up to a height of 2.5 feet above ground level. Use the number line to complete the expression that represents the situation. So we start at 0, start at the ground, and the ball falls 2.5 feet. So 1 foot, 2 feet. Okay, 2.5. And then bounces to a height of 2.5 feet. So it bounced all the way up here. What number? So we have 0 plus, this is our plus -2.5 right here in the blue. How are we going to get from our -2.5 to our +2.5? How are we going to get there? Pause the video. What do you think? Unpause it when you're good. You have a guess. So for here, let's count how many jumps we have. So we're at negative 2.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 jumps to the right will get us up to 2.5 feet above ground level. So we're on our positive side of our number line. All right, now we can use our number line to add or subtract. So we're going to start with that first number. So we're starting at negative 7.5. So it's going to be in between my 7 and 8 here. And then we're going to add more negatives. So we're already working down our number line. And then we're going to add more negatives to it. So we're going to keep going down our number line. And we're going to go down 2.5 jumps. So 1, 2, and now I'm at negative 9.5. I got to do another half jump. And that lands me at negative 10. Try this last one on your own. Pause the video. Unpause it when you're good to go. All right, so now we're starting at 6 1/4. And we're subtracting. So we're going to be going, again, down our number line. Subtracting 2 3/4. So 1, 2. I'm currently at 4 1/4. But now I need to subtract my 3/4. So here's there's 1/4. And then another fourth. And another fourth. Again, think quarters. And I'm going to land at 3.5. Okay, so I did my 2 jumps here. I went 1, 2. I was at 4 1/4, but I still needed to subtract those 3/4. So we did. I'll show you one more time here. So we got to 4 1/4. And then we still need to subtract the 3/4 here, from here, this part. So we did 1/4, what got me to 4. 2/4, so I took away a half, got me to 3.75. And then I still have one more fourth that got me to 3.5 or 3.5.